And this basically gets reshuffled. We have hit a blessing and a land, so now we pick the third card. Blessing shuffles, and we get a bunch of trigger with Konrad. Hello YouTube, welcome to ImNotFine. Today we are going to have a look at Gitrog Monster in Historic Brawl. This deck aims to win by going infinite with Underrealm Lich and Syr Konrad. So the way this combo works is a bit complicated. It's complicated. And basically we play Underrealm Lich. After that we play Gitrog Monster, right? So we now have a the field is Underrealm Lich, Gitrog Monster, and we now untap. We draw a card from this Gitrog Sacrifice trigger, and then we look at our top three instead, and pick one of them, and then if one of the other two is a land, we just draw again, and again, and again, and again. So basically, now we can sculpt our hand to whatever we want. If we now get a Syr Konrad onto the field, in this mix is whenever a creature is put into graveyard or leaving my graveyard now, they are damaged. So now we have a ton of cards in the hand, and we eventually stop this, and we go to end step, and then we go to discard. We discard any amount of cards, including one land, and then this repeats. We draw a card, but then we have to go to discard. We draw a card, and then we have to go to discard. And we have Gaea's Blessing in the deck to reshuffle. And basically, we just do this almost infinitely. I say almost because there is a chance of whiffing, but it is incredibly low. But because of this chance in paper, this combo is a nightmare to play because you have to actually play it out. I mean, it's also a nightmare to play on Arena because you have to actually play it out. Yeah, overall, this is a pretty fun little brew. And one thing I had while constructing this deck is real problems. Like, I had real problems constructing this because I feel like I have too little interaction, I feel like I have too little ramp, I feel like I have too little tutors. Basically not enough of everything, but let's just do it. Hop into some games, like and subscribe if you like the content. Let's go. We are ready to play against Jadzi, Oracle of Arcarvius, and I think this is a fine hand. Sure, we keep this. Bunch of nice stuff overall. Yep, Colony Garden into Emergence Sequence, grabbing black, I believe. Ooh, now we could just bone charge the Cobra, and I feel like that is just super worth it because Cobra is like one of the absolute nuttiest cards in Jadzi. Oh man, the Colony Garden value, would you look at that? Holy moly, that was insane. Okay. Sure, we just go Emergence Sequence, grabbing a black source and going with Fauna Shaman here. Seems reasonable. If we get any creature, Fauna Shaman is pretty great. If not, it's not. I know, right? Like, wow. Look at my inside. Not land? Mm-hmm. Yep, get you out. I was hoping that we could get like a creature. So now we set and stop in our upkeep. Gitrog probably gets returned to the hand here. Nope, it doesn't. So now we float you. Sacrifice you. Draw a card from you. Okay, now let's see. I feel like drawing 2 cards here off of this Cryptic Caves is probably worth it. Just not sure how many counter spells they run, to be perfectly honest. Ooh, Hash Up Oasis. Kind of wanna... I feel like the way I win this is just getting a huge amount of lands. Oh, also Ah, that really hurts because it's fine. Because I wanted to have the green on tap for the Oracle of Moldiah. God damn it. Yeah, super punished. I wanted to cycle this to a what's its name? To a Lich. Oh well. Yeah. I screwed myself over there for sure. Primal Command is hilarious though. Not gonna lie. I think they attack. Oh wow. Ooh, wow. Okay, they draw a million cards. So now I need to stop their ramp, right? So I think Primal Command is exactly what I want here. That's fine. I could also go for the win next turn. Forgot to float. No biggie though. Because... oh yeah, it is a kind of big. Because I could have used the green mana to activate the Fauna Shaman as well. Wow, I'm not that great right now. Ay. Okay. So now we Fauna Shaman. Yep. Get you. We just go for the win next turn. Lich. Cobra is literally free here because we can make 2 more land drops. Well, this is coming into play tap, but it doesn't matter too much. Yep. And now they're super incentivized to just play Jadzi next turn off of, like if they have a green, they can play Jadzi off the Castle Locthwain. And if they do that, they just lose. So that's pretty great. I'm going to keep the 1 mana from the snow-covered swamp. You never know. Also, maybe this messes with them. Just a tiny bit. Okay, green Jadzi. They don't have a green. What? Okay. I am extremely confused. But this is perfectly fine by me. If they reverse rebuke me, that would be bad. Speak of the devil. But we do get a bunch of things that we can do here. So let's see. Cobra. Ah, damn it. Not having lands here really sucks. Like really, right? If we return Castle Locthwain to their top, they can't do anything next turn. Like they can't. I mean, like they can't play Jadzi, but it's like, don't I just Gitrog Monster? I can also just Lotus Cobra. I can Lotus Cobra and Aura of Promise. Just beat them that way. Field of the Dead and Castle Locthwain for sure. Damn, one more or a couple more lands and that would have been absolutely beautiful. But again, I think you should probably add 1 or 2 more lands. I just didn't know what to cut to be perfectly fine. They're super greedy here. Wow. Like extremely greedy. But okay, will I... how much mana? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 10, 11, 12 12 mana. Seems good. If I go to 15 I instantly win, right? 12, 13 mana. I just need to draw cards. My Primal Command, Tutor for the Konrad, play the Lich. Oh, that's so tricky. I can also just... I really want a Primal Command here, to be perfectly honest, because search for a creature card and put on top. I really want to slow down their mana here. That is my goal. And then we just Konrad. And now we Lich. Yep, Get you. And pass the turn. And I believe we have a land that can sacrifice itself with Hash Up Oasis. Yes, perfect. So I think this is just winning next turn, isn't it? Let me count again. 1, 2. So we need 14 mana in total. Do we have 14 mana? We can also just Vraska, right? I think just Vraska. Yeah, Vraska is way better because we actually draw an additional card of that as well. And we get the Land of the Lich. Not getting the Crucible is kind of meh though, but okay. We get you, we tap you, we tap you, right? And then just do like this. Okay. And I believe Gitrog gets countered. But sure, that works. Yep. Now we Vraska. We can also just Bloodsheath's Thirst. Our own... Yeah, up. What are you doing, Okay, we can just Bloodsheath's Thirst our own... Oh, god damn it. I'm getting attacked here again. Our own Snow-Covered Swamp, and that is probably a better play. Or is it? Oh, this draws way more cards. But I am, however, please don't pass the turn. That also happened to me like a lot of the time where god damn it, I'm having a fight. Okay. Yeah, the cat likes to pass the turn, basically. So yeah, this draws 2 cards, so we still have a chance of whiffing here, obviously. But yeah, we get Finale. Go again. We get... Yeah, Evolving Wilds and another land would have been great, because then we could have just used the Evolving Wilds. You know? That would have been amazing. Ooh, Ram Excavator. Nice. Sure, we get the Gilded Goose. Arguably Explore would have been better. Oh yes. Yes, we have this. Because we still have one more draw coming up, right? Yep, this is absolutely over. And so now this stops because we don't have a land that we could not pick, basically. But now we get even more triggers. And this basically gets reshuffled. We have hit a Blessing and a land. So now we pick the 3rd card. Blessing shuffles. And we get a bunch of trigger with Konrad. And this repeats until like a lot of time, but until you can't stop, as you see. But now we go to the discard step and discard lands, right? So it goes again and again and again. So GG. We are ready to play against Jahzi, Oracle of Arcadius. And let's see what we're going to draw this time. Oh yes. Yep, I like it. I like it. We don't have ramp, but the Thoughtseize is pretty strong. Okay. Opt. Perfectly fine. I am going to Thoughtseize them. Binding of the Old Gods is probably likely to be used on... Yeah, let's stop the card draw. I'm going to Binding like their Mana Rocks if they have one or something like that. So let's see. Yeah, I want to go with Feed Artisan and then Springbloom Druid. And then I can in 2 turns. Like if I get enough no, I can't. I think I won't get there. I was thinking if I could Springbloom Druid this turn and then afterwards go for a ton of mana with the Artisan and then immediately get my Lich. But I don't think that is possible. Black and green. Swinging for one. Because the chip damage does matter. I'm thinking if I should get... like I'm still probably just going to upgrade this into a different creature, right? Brawl. Oh, Brawl has to die. Brawl is insane with Jazzy because if it's a non-land card, you may cast it by paying 1 rather than paying its mana cost, and that gets reduced to 0, and that is insane. Absolutely nutty. I think we go with the binding on the Brawl because we do have to kill that, and I currently like just getting the recovery tapped. I don't think we will get anything back here. And now cycling summoners doesn't seem that great anymore. Yeah. I like going for the Woodland Chasm because that comes into play tapped anyways. And now Gitrog Monster and then just play the Ticket tap because pretty nifty. So we win in 2 turns. But the cycling summoner doesn't really look too hot because okay, they kill Kogla. Kill Gitrog. It's reasonable. Because they would return our binding as well. But it's fine. I think I will Extinction Event on Odd later on. So if I jump this. Right here. I want to jump this and then I go with Goose. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh yeah, perfect. Yeah, well, I want to go with Goose and pot up the Goose into a... Wait, if I pot up the Goose into a Lich, I can't Extinction Event the... Ah, I didn't think this through. Should have Extinction... It's difficult. You guys just still go for it, right? Let's see. Underrealm Lich seems like a great card to have. And now we can also just take 4 each turn, because we can block and make this indestructible, so that's still pretty nifty. But they do just play big creature after big creature after big creature. Jadzi is even though, so that is pretty good. I think they... I hope that they go for the Jadzi here. That would make the Extinction Event a lot better. The Cycling Summoner is annoying. I feel like if I... Okay. That's reasonable. Okay, so these get returned, both, right? And it's except lands, these are lands. So now I can go Extinction Event on Odd. And then I feel like I play the Druid of Elysian Grove. Could go with the Feed Artisan, but I'm... Wait, how is my next turn looking like? I'm probably just going to Bloodsheath's Thirst. If they play Greenstock Giant, and if they play Jadzi, I don't do that? So that's for 1, 2, 3, 4, and then... Yeah, I think just getting the more expensive card out right now is better. Just Beanstalk opponent, please. Would be greatly appreciated. Okay, Jadzi. It is what it is. I am going to Gitrog Monster, because it is the more expensive card right now and I don't think they can remove it. At least I think that. Last time I thought this as well, and they had a Kogler and a Cycling Summoner. But surely they won't top deck something into top decks. If they have an instant or sorcery in hand, that is hopefully not devastating. Hopefully. Underground Growth, sure, I don't care. I do not care. So we float you. Should have, honestly, sacrificing anything but the Balakat is probably the correct play. Wait, where's my card? Oh my god, yeah, I didn't draw the card. True, interactions, my guys, interactions. Yeah, because hitting... I was about to say, like, sacrificing anything but the Valakut was correct, because this is actually not a land. But if they can't answer this board, they're dead. Okay. So... the pressure is on the opponent here. What are they going to do? Bounce something? Okay. Damn. Ugin? Oh my lord. Yeah, that I guess works. -5 me, but then the Gargroth dies. Sure. If they attack with Gargroth, I'm going to double block this 1000% actually. And then I'm going to Bloodsheath Thirst the Ugin. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, if I draw land, I'm still one off. Of playing Bloodsheath Thirst plus something else here. That is. I think I will just take the chump here. Yep. Totally reasonable. Okay, so we're at 15. Honestly, I shouldn't have activated this. Yeah, that's game. GG. I shouldn't have activated the Lich, because what would have happened is they make the order first, and if they put the Druid in front, then I don't need to activate it, because they don't have enough damage to kill both. We are ready to play against Plark, Dean of Chaos. And this hand is decent. It's okay. So how will we fare against aggro matchups? We have 1 or 2 sweepers. We can tutor for those. Honestly, it seems like just going with the Inquisition here is probably the best idea. How much do I care about Sparring Regiment versus a Militia Bugler? So, if I discard the Bugler, they have less board presence, they play the Sparring Regiment into a Magara the Diplomat. Most likely I can kill both of them with Vraska actually. But this gives them another card, whereas Learn only makes them discard and draw a card. Okay. This lets them put a counter onto a creature though. It's difficult. We don't have a land in graveyard, but I think we will manage. If we... Currently thinking... Is Raminap Excavator better? Or do we just Fauna Shaman Abundant Harvest? I think non-land. Oh, wow. Yeah, we just passed the turn. Oh, damn it. That was way too easy. Yep, way too easy. Got him. So we go with Oasis, Languish, wipe their board. And now I feel like I'm in the driver's seat, because if they play only like 1 creature here, I can just Vraska minus it. Do you have relevant text? Yes, you'd replace yourself by drawing a card. Thing can't do anything about that, it has to go.
I only do targets that interest me.
Next turn I can just go Gitrog, draw 2 cards by sacrificing a land. And I don't draw 2 cards, apparently. I still just go with the Gitrog, I guess? I can also... No, I don't have a land in graveyard. I feel like I'm getting much more value out of these 2 cards when I have a land already, so... Let's see. If they have the removal for Gitrog, that obviously sucks, but it's really not that bad, to be perfectly fine. And to be perfectly honest. Boom. Gitrog. Draw a card. Let's see. We don't use the mana here, right? No. No way. Let's go to main. So, Lotus Cobra. We Looming March. We Crucible. Arguably should have all used Excavator instead of Crucible. We Fauna Shaman. No attacks. We're just chilling. Just chilling. So then we can, in our upkeep, sacrifice this again, use this green to get a Lich, and just kill them. I think that's pretty nice. Oh, they have so much life. Oh, all the lifelink from the Healer's Orb, right? Yeah. Ooh, that's difficult. That is difficult. Do they have a buff here? Going to risk it. I'm going to... Okay, and they just surrendered to our actual board presence, not even to the combo. GG. We are ready to play against the Scarab God. And let's see what is up. Yeah, I like it. Ramanip getting a ton of value by getting land specs from the graveyard. Fiend Artisan can later sacrifice the Ramanip. Ooh, that's tempting. That is really tempting, but then I can't. Oh yeah. Fuck it, as they say. There's Zombie Tribal. I get the memory lapse out of the hand here. So now, what's next? Well, I could play Tapland and Duress them. That gets the Memory Deluge out of their hand. They don't have any blue as far as I can see. Like Excavator doesn't... 3 untapped mana would be nice, right? So what would my turn look like? Green. Yeah, okay. I start with Duress. Get the Memory Deluge. They drew the blue. We get a green here. The next turn we can Fiend Artisan. We get Fiend Artisan, Snow-Covered Forest, Cycle the Thicket, and then next turn we Excavator and grab a land from the graveyard. I think that's pretty good. I like it. So the Abendeth is probably just getting played immediately, so this gets... No, this only gets bigger afterwards, right? But now they get just a ton of zombie tokens, so yeah, that's scary. Tranquil Thicket. Could also just go with Oracle of Moriah. I'm trying to evaluate how fast I die here actually, because that is a real concern. Ay. Yeah, I think I'm just dying too quickly here. Because the Scarab God comes down, right? Like this at least has a decent body of blocking these two, but it's not looking too hot. Grab a swamp. So now I get 5+4 that. I get in 10 damage a turn. Wow, that's so much. like around that, right? I think I just have to like YOLO it, Gitrog Monster, and then just Terramorphic from the graveyard. Don't even know if I want to crack the Expanse yet, because next turn I can try to get a Konrad, crack the Expanse. Not a Konrad, a Lich, crack the Expanse and just get a ton of value, but I think I'm dead until then. Yeah, the Abbot Death is just so much damage in the air each turn. I think I can't deal with that. How do I stop this? Yeah, you're fine. Oh, no, you're not. You're a 4/4. Oh my god, this is... Yeah, I have to draw into something here. A Languish. Yes. A board wipe. Anything. Sure, it doesn't matter at this point, I think, right? Yeah, doesn't matter. Okay. Board wipe go. Having a Massacre Goal would have been nice as well here. Ooh, there is Lich. But we're dead, right? I have to like do something here. If I had a Lotus Cobra, this would have been absolutely insane. Well, this is still fine, right? Because I just go Azusa, Fabled Passage, Fabled Passage, Fabled Passage. I start with the Fabled Passage, for sure. Grab all the basics out of the deck, basically. Wow, I'm just playing so many basics here. Yeah, Massacre Goal would have been nice tech here in this specific scenario, but I'm not sure if it's worth it. Overall, why am I drawing these basics? I don't want to draw them. Sure, Azusa, carry me. Draw, board wipe. I have one or two. Please. That works, I guess. Doesn't though, right? Because, well, kind of does. I just killed the Scarab God, right? Yeah, I killed the Scarab God so they don't drain me at the beginning of their turn. And then I block everything with a Heroic Intervention. And I take 7 damage. Well, this is... Honestly, this time I think I'm just going to... Oh, this gains 1 life. I think that could be relevant, right? This time I think the Tireless Provisioner giving life is probably just amazing. Yeah, as you can see now I can just cycle away every single land in my hand to an actual card. Because I'm always overdrawing, right? So now land away. Land. Land. And I'm filling the graveyard and I can bring it back with Remnant Excavator. Oh, Harrow is just amazing. I don't have basics in my deck anymore, really. I can maybe try to reshuffle, but so far that is like a real issue. Don't have the time to spend 2 mana to get 1 mana over the course of like 2 turns. So I'm discarding the ramp spell. Okay, Cold Steel Heart, Scarab God, they swing in with everything, I guess. Oh my god, this is such an insane game. They don't swing with everything. Ooh. Do I just still Heroic Intervention here for value, or... Yeah, I feel like I don't... All these creatures are more valuable than a Heroic Intervention right now, I believe. Obligatory should have put a stop in my upkeep. Oh, that's even... Odd. Yeah, I only lose the Fiend Artisan. And that exiles this, but oh my god. I think I have to wait. Start on Provisioner? Even. Odd. Exile 3 zombies. And then I only have like one basic left in the deck, right? Don't I? But I can't just do this, right? And just create a shit ton. Like I'm doing this to immediately get 1 life here. Treasure mostly, right? Treasure. You're theoretically free. No, you're not, but it's like... Could play Oracle, then play an additional land drop, and then sacrifice Oracle for something else. No, I think I will just give up the Fiend Artisan. Okay. Create a food eventually, yes. I think I have to... I think I have 4 more basic left, right? Don't I? Treasure. Let's see. Yeah, 1 more basic. I was counting correctly. Nice. Food. And extinction event for even. Yes. Now we can lich and consume one of the foods to stay alive. Wow. This is... Holy moly, and I'm taking absolutely no chances. I'm just doing the food right now, right here. Going to 9 life. And... Oh, wow. We really clutched this one out. We can still lose. We can still lose. Just so you keep that in mind, guys. But... Wow. Also, now we have less lands in our deck. A Scape Shift would be amazing, and then we tutor for no lands, because then we cycle through, like, because we loop our deck with Lich, Gitrog Monster, and the Blessing. We want a high percentage of lands in the deck, but since we ramped so much, now the chances of not whiffing are lower, right? So what's going to happen is, if I Scape Shift and then don't get any lands, I put way more lands into the rotation, because these are not in rotation, so to speak. And I would legitimately just float my mana and Scape Shift, sacrificing everything and not getting a single land. That would be the best thing here. I'm going to Abundant Harvest for non-land for sure, right? Infernal Grasp that. Sure, opponent. Yes. I approve. Okay. And let's try to win. I mean, who would float, right? But that's so whatever anyways. Okay. Turn the earth. Sure. Crucible seems nice. I am going to... Oh yeah, you represent... Yes, you represent Syr Konrad. And Balagat seems good. And Field seems decent. I could have also went with the Desert. Okay, and they scoop it up. GG. We are done with the games. I hope you enjoyed them as much as I did, and this is Gitrog combo in Historic Brawl. I personally think this deck might be better if you just play all the pieces. You don't necessarily need to turn the earth, right? Like this is the turn the earth is there for the full combo version, because if you draw the Gaea's Blessing and you play it, it's in your graveyard, right? But then if you have your whole thing assembled and go to the end step and just go through everything, and you're at almost 0 decks, you mill turn the earth. Now you can flashback and bring back the Blessing from the graveyard into the deck, and now you can start your actual loop. So that's why the turn the earth is there. But you get so much value that you kind of don't need Konrad. in this deck. And I think just maybe a few more lands, playing less tutors, and just more value-oriented might be a better way to play this. But I like to play combo decks, so that's what we did. And I promised you a Golgari combo deck, and this is my version of it. Other than that, what is important? What can you cut? Again, we're a lands deck. The first things I would suggest, as usual, are the Scapeshift, the Hour of Promise, and the Field of the Dead, wherever it is. Yeah, there, we have a bunch of utility lands. So. After that, if you want to include the combo, you obviously have to play the tutors and you have to play the combo pieces. There is nothing around it, but you can, like, there are really a lot of substitutes, like a lot of cards that you don't need to play, like Scoot Swarm is like just an individual win condition. I just put in there, and we never got to see that card pop off, but as you can imagine, that card can pop off disgustingly hard. And obviously, again, make sure you, like, sometimes cards have multiple versions, and then you just craft a cheaper one, right? Like sometimes a card is a rare in one set and an uncommon in the other. Always check that, and I will see you in the next video. Hope you enjoyed that.